Superstars, welcome to America. I can be your idol. Only in America.
Good morning and welcome to We the People. My name is Verna Swan, my co-host Joseph Allen. Today's topics, first of all, I'd like to say this is our first show and we're very excited and we hope to bring great topics to you, things you'll learn from, things you'll understand, and you can always call in and have conversations with us on things you'd like to talk about the next week. Our first topic is early voting. Joseph, you'd like to say a few words about early voting?
Get out and vote. Get out and vote early. Avoid those long lines. Get out and vote. There's places somewhere around your neighborhood that has early voting right now. Do it. Make that change. Make that change. Vote, vote, vote.
That's right. Remember that. Now, in case you don't know, and I'm sure you do, but I think I'll say it again. Our Democratic parties are Barack Obama and Joe Biden. And our Republican parties are John McCain and Sarah Palin.
Sarah Palin.
So, please get out and vote early because on Election Day, November the 4th, it's going to be so crowded, you may not get a chance.
Right. And you never know when some emergency might come up, something like that. You might not get a chance to vote. You might have intentions to go vote that day. Something comes up, something happens, how things happen. And there you go. So if you have a chance today, tomorrow, most likely today, go out, find your early voting, go online. I'm sure there's some radio station broadcasting some number so you can go out and do early voting. It's important.
And also, look in your mail, because in your mail you'll receive something that looks like this here. It's the official election mail, and it tells you the polling place you can go so that you can do early voting. So keep your eye on this. Don't just brush it aside, because I did when I first got it. But look at it and take it seriously. This is the time in your life, no matter what you're doing in your life, you can honestly say, I made a difference, I made a change in my life today because I went out and voted. Please go out and early vote. Do you ever watch The View? How often do you watch The View, Justin?
Well, it depends on what I'm doing, but I try to at least get it in at least 2 or 3 times a week.
Well, I thought that was a girl's show, but we see it's not, right? Men are watching The View too.
No.
My hat off to Barbara Walters in her wonderful cast of Whoopi Goldberg, Joy, the joy of the show, and Sherry and Elizabeth, the spunky one. We've had some debates on some of the things that Elizabeth has said on the show in reference to McCain, in reference to Obama. And of course, if you watch The View, you know, if you haven't jumped out of your seat and want to jump through the television, you know Elizabeth could be a little bit much.
Just a little bit?
Yeah,
Come on.
more than a little bit, I mean. On her views on Obama and her ability to believe in her mind that Mr. Obama is a terrorist. And we all know that is not true. And because his name is Barack Obama does not make him true. Does that make Elizabeth and her last name, her pro-white? Let's think about this now. Barack Obama is by no stretch of the imagination a terrorist. And I'm pretty sure if our audience give him a chance and look at his campaign, you'll see. He's a good guy and he's good for the presidency. He will be a great president and it will take time to see a change, but a change will be made. So keep that in mind when you're listening to people such as Miss Elizabeth and her views in reference to Obama and the put down of Obama and the get up of McCain. Look at both parties and you'll see the difference and you'll see that President-elect Barack Obama is the best choice for change.
Well, speaking about Elizabeth, was she getting her cues from the Republican Vice President nominee, Sarah Palin, who could see Russia from her back, her back door or whatever. She just look over the sea or whatever that is over there and see Russia and feel that Barack Obama is palling around with known unrepentant terrorists. And so
From when he
she's
was
really
8 years old, the gentleman that she's speaking of, he was 8 years old when he was even in his company. So, I mean, come on, 8 years old, and then as he got older, they served on the same panel. That makes him a terrorist. Come on.
Yes, so mainly she's getting her cues from Sarah Palin, and that's not a good person as far as I'm concerned. That you get some good cues from. She's made some accomplishments which you cannot dispute, and that's real nice. But she's definitely, in my opinion, not ready to be president of the United States, because there's where a little bit more experience on her part has to come in.
And did you read the Sun Times and see on the news where Colin Powell supports Barack Obama? Now, come on now.
Yes, I did. I watched it on the
Colin
television.
Powell, who used to be, what was his position with the Republicans?
Secretary of State.
Yeah, Condoleezza Rice is now in that position, but he was a Republican. No, he was the Republican Secretary of State, correct?
For the United States, it was
Yeah, wasn't it?
he's
Okay.
a Republican under George Bush.
Yes, and now
George
he
Bush,
is
yes.
supporting Barack Obama, so that tells you a lot. And there's a lot of other people that have come on over in support of Barack Obama because they do see the change. So I would really like to sit up one day and have Elizabeth on our show and have a little debate with her in reference to the political realm. It would be very interesting. So we invite you, Elizabeth, to come on down to We the People and let's have a little debate on the political realm.